Mister.
Hey everyone, Mr. MC here. This is Lap Guy for Autopolis with Alfa Romeo 4C Group 4. Let's get this started. Brake just after passing the 100 meter mark. This turn's a little weird as it's hard to see the actual turn itself. Try to follow the tire marks that's on the ground, and once you hit the apex, you can start to fully accelerate. Brake just after passing the path on the left. Shift into third gear to get the car to slide just a little to make this turn a little easier to handle. Then you want to get the car on the middle of the road, and as you go through the turn, just ease off on the throttle to let the car turn more. Get the car in the middle and brake before the curb on the right ends. Try to be as tight as you can with this turn, and you can accelerate a little earlier out of this turn, and you should still be able to have some room for the car to turn without having it slide around. Turn before the right curb ends, and just before you pass this path on the left, you can ease off on the throttle, and you want to continue doing this so until your car is pointing towards the official stand on the other side of the track. At that point, you can start to fully accelerate. Start to brake just after passing the second sign on the right. You can shift into second gear to let the car turn a little more. You can follow the tire marks on the ground as a guide, except for the last part, because you can accelerate just a little earlier and you can get the car to accelerate just a little faster that way. Brake just before passing the 50 meter mark. When you release the brakes, your car is going to want to slide a little bit, so you can apply the throttle to try to control the sliding a little bit, even though that sounds weird. But anyways, make sure you do this transition just before you hit the apex. As you start to turn, apply just small amounts of braking so you can try to hug the inside line. You won't start accelerating until you're nearly done with the turn. Brake before you reach the curb on the right. Do not shift down until you complete this turn. And as you go through this turn, you want to be at minimal throttle to let the car turn more. Once your car is pointing in between the pole and the bridge, you can start to go at nearly full throttle, but just be careful not to apply too much throttle because that can cause the car to either slide or not turn enough. Control your throttle as you start to go through this turn. You won't go full throttle until your car is pointing towards the official's stand that's hanging out on the other side of the track. Brake before the curb on the left ends. Brake a little harder than I do in this video so you can get a tighter line, and once you're a little bit past the halfway point of the turn, you can start to fully accelerate, and if done right, you shouldn't need to slow down at all for the last turn. Alright, and here is the non-commentary version of the video. I hope you enjoy. And that's all for this video. Hope you found it useful. This is Mr. MCA, the world's most okay player, and I'll see you in the next video.